Hey all, today is Thursday. I'm on my way to my BNI meeting. Today I am the featured speaker or presenter where I will give a 10-minute presentation, PowerPoint, and talk about our business, the Rental Ranch, and kind of discuss what our business functions as and history a little bit, kind of what makes us unique. I present this to the group as an opportunity for them to get to know us and me a little bit better to increase our chances at referrals. So once I get to the meeting, I'll get the camera set up, or try to get it set up in a position where we can record some of that presentation, and we'll let you see a little bit about how I go explaining that. So stick around, we'll get that set up and show you a little bit of our meeting. Guns. So my name's Darren. I'm the third generation owner of Rental Ranch. It started in 1966 with my grandfather's down here in the bottom right. That top picture up there is the old service station. So it used to be a Texaco service station in the early 60s. They bought it as a United Rent-Alls franchise, not related to United Rentals currently. It was never the same. Anyway, Grandma and Grandpa bought that out in the early 70s, turned it into Rental Ranch. Mom and Dad down here in the bottom took over in the 80s, and then I am now third generation owner. Grandpa was a heck of a wildlife artist. He's standing there in an art exhibit that he had prior to his passing. He had already cut off his hand making a picture frame in that picture. He used to make his own picture frames. He was like 88 years old and sent his hand through a table saw. So, you know, we're pretty good at losing digits in my family. So our current model that we focus on now is sales, service, parts, and rental. So I say that in my spiel, I talk about that, but I kind of wanted to dive into what that looks like. We started out in the early 60s or late 60s, early 70s rental. Right, they had everything from china and tablecloths to hospital beds, bedside commodes, lawn mowers. They would rent shovels and wheelbarrows and things like that. Because back then, people didn't own equipment, right? They rented everything. Well, now a lot of people own all that. So we focus on the items of rental that people can't purchase. But Dad added sales and service in the mid-80s is when we first took on Snapper lawnmowers and Stihl. Snapper's out of business. We've been with Stihl as a Stihl dealer for 39 years. So we are Stihl Gold Elite certified. It's a lot of fancy words. It says Dad got to go to Virginia for 2 weeks and got trained at the Stihl factory. So he is a gold certified technician. Mike that works our counter is a silver certified technician. I am a silver certified, and then we have a bronze level. So we've got, 4 different certified Stihl technicians. Toro Lawn Care, commercial and residential. Toro has multiple dealerships. You've got residential lawn, commercial lawn, Siteworks Systems, which is the Dingo, and then they also have golf and turf. We cover 3 of those by adding the Siteworks Systems in late 2023. I went to the factory in Minnesota for the Siteworks service side of things and went through a tech service school there. And then Wesper tree climbing equipment. There are 2 places in southern Kansas, south of I-70, that you can buy climbing equipment. The only other place is in Salina. We are one of them. So 3 places in the state of Kansas to buy climbing gear, and we are one of them. We're going to keep expanding that line. Service. We do a little bit of everything, and we do a lot of things that we don't tell people that we do, mainly for him. But we participate in ongoing factory service and technical training. We try to stay updated all the time as these manufacturers roll out different stuff. We're pulling an engine on a Dingo, mini skid steer in that top picture there. That is their largest, Toro's largest mini skid steer. That thing weighs about 9,000 pounds. It's like the size of a full skid steer, but you don't sit in it. You stand on the back of it. It's a big, gigantic thing. It makes the one on the right where Huff's, BJ's crew blew a track off in the bottom of a creek bed. We had to go out and fix that for him. I don't think he was in town for that. But his guys blew a track off there. We can do mobile service too. So it's anything from pulling engines, full rebuilds, hydraulic work, track work, engine diagnostics. Dad down here working on a chainsaw. He still gets his hands dirty a little bit, but he does complain a lot. So we've got some factory certified technicians, Briggs & Stratton Master technicians. We're a Kohler expert dealer with advanced electronic fuel injection. Yes, there is fuel injection on lawnmowers. There's fuel injection on chainsaws. We've got computer diagnostics to work on a leaf blower. The world is changing. We've got to stay up with the times. So we participate in all this training. Parts, kind of hard to find a picture of parts. We sell parts. A little bit of anything, especially for all the brands we sell. Being in business as long as we've been, we've kind of got a pretty good idea of what to stock. So when crews like Dewey's crew comes in, or BJ and his crew, they come in, we know their equipment, we know the models that they run, and we're gonna stock the parts to keep those models running so that we don't have an overstock of crap that just costs money sitting on the shelf, but it helps minimize downtime. We can't have everything, but we do try to keep a lot of the very important things in stock as much as we can. We have access to dozens of other brands and aftermarket options beyond what we carry. So if you've got something oddball, a John Deere or a Hustler or a Cub Cadet, or you've got a dad that won't give up his tractor because it's just perfect, let us know. We can probably help. We'll figure it out. Rental. Don't have to buy everything. Let us buy the expensive equipment. Let Melody figure out how I'm going to pay for it. And then you can come rent it. We've got rates as low as 4 hours, day rates, week rates, monthly. If you've got a long project, you think you're going to take 4 or 5 days to do it, a week rate is 4 days. So then you get 7 days with the equipment. We do a weekend rental thing where you can rent it for the day rate on Friday. Don't have to bring it back till Monday morning. That only counts as 1 day. So we've got options for rental, anything from a chainsaw to a full-size skid loader, brush chipper, excavator, dump trailers. We've got a little bit of everything. On our website, Jordan's done a great job of putting our website together in a clear fashion, and it lists everything we've got. So you can go to the rental page on our website. Okay, I kind of wanted to focus on why us, right? We've been in business for 59 years now. Next year will be 60. Why choose us? Well, this italics here on the left is what is important to me and why shopping local matters. Building relationships to us matters way more than making quick sales. We truly want to see our customers grow, succeed, and be satisfied. So on the right there, I pulled some Google reviews that we got recently on our Google profile. We really want people to feel like it's a family store. When you come in there, we want to make sure that people sense that honesty, that integrity, that professionalism. Our staff truly does invest in the customer's success. We're making sure that we're tailoring up and coming clients. If they want to start a lawn mowing business, let's not put them $60,000 in debt. Let's get them in 1 or 2 pieces of equipment they can grow and build and create those relationships for. How long have you been coming up there, BJ? 20 years. And they started how? In a pickup truck and 2 chainsaws, right? That's the kind of relationship that we want to build, because now they've become one of our best customers. We've cultivated a relationship with Dewey and Zach. They already had an established business, but we want to help people shape those decisions that's best for their business and not best for my business. 20 years from now, we're going to recoup that cost versus me selling you a bunch of crap you don't need right now. So I would rather do that than worry about making that quick sale right away. So why? Everybody talks about why. Well, the why is simple. How you do it, that's the question. That's something that I've kind of always had in the back of my mind. Like, people ask, well, why do you do it? Why do you do this? Why were you a cop? Why did you do this? I don't know. You know, it could be a myriad of reasons, right? It all revolves around family to me, right? Whatever I'm going to do, I want to be successful at it, and I want to be passionate about it. So these are my passions. These are the reasons why. I've got this weird kid up here that makes constant faces and is always trying to make. He's the one I pick on all the time. He's always getting mad at me because I always have to pick on him. Raven, over here on the left, is my German Shepherd. She's usually at the shop. If they'd allow her in here, I'd be bringing her every week. She goes everywhere with me. Couple of kids there on the bottom left. This was at Botanica's Illuminations. Those 2 pictures on the bottom. And then my wife, Tiffany, up there on the top right. She works at the hospital. She's a discharge case coordinator, but she does get involved in the business from time to time. She helps make PowerPoint presentations. She's pretty good at them. And we banter back and forth. We tease each other. I talk about how much I don't like talking to her, and that's why I need a divorce attorney. I'm kidding. I love her to death. We work well together, and I'm very lucky to have her. So this is my why. How? I'm still figuring that out. That's all I got.